guys don't approach girls at the bars anymore.
I do.
I don't expect guys to come up to me, but I know the caliber of my friends, and I know what those bitches look like, and they are some stunning. If guys aren't going up to them, guys aren't going up to fucking anyone. So I think if you're going up to girls at the bar in the first place, whether you say hi, whether you say, can I buy you a drink, whether you use Nick's line, which is a great line, by the way.
Thank you.
I think you have a million times better of a shot.
Yeah, I mean,
you really don't have all that much competition because guys aren't going up to girls. It's not like 15 guys are going up to a girl in a night to tell her how pretty she is. She probably gets one a night.
Men aren't dumb anymore. They've learned that 99% of the time, talking to a girl at a bar is like trying to win the lottery with tickets that are already scratched. Women still expect men to be bold, to man up, but they completely ignore the culture they themselves built. A culture where men are ridiculed, shamed, or called creeps for approaching.
I live in Canada, and I will say the one major difference with Canadian men is they're so passive. I don't know why collectively they're all so afraid of their own shadows. They're afraid to make eye contact. They're afraid to make the first move even. They don't want to ask for your number. They don't want to initiate a date. They're just very passive, typically. Because what I've definitely noticed is going to America and going to Europe, when men want something or when men want to talk to you, they will just go talk to you. They will just go up straight up and be direct. I was just working on set recently, and this guy literally pulled up a chair at my table to talk to me specifically. We're not even working in the same department, but he came up and he was actually really cute. And we were talking for a bit, and he never asked for my Instagram. He never asked for my number. We were just talking quite a bit. And then he said, I'll walk you out when he was leaving, and he never asked for anything. He never took the next step. I feel like men will just go a little bit of the way and then they'll halt and then they'll stop and pull back. Or men will, maybe when they've had some liquid courage, will maybe go and approach you. But I really do appreciate the confidence and boldness of American men and European men. I don't want to have to be the one to initiate the first move. I'd rather have a guy pursue me. I don't want to chase anyone.
Here's the truth. Men aren't passive. They're cautious. They're cautious because one wrong move can cost them everything. We live in a time where a misinterpreted compliment can turn into an HR report, a viral TikTok, or worse, a ruined reputation. And then she says, I don't want to initiate. I want men to pursue me. Friend, of course you don't. You want the luxury of rejecting without risking rejection yourself. Men don't have that privilege. Every approach is a gamble, with time, ego, and sometimes even reputation on the line.
My theory on men liking approachable women by appearance continues. This is the saga of when I look not 100% is when I get hit on the most. This is what I'm wearing to the airport. Okay? Very simple, nothing crazy. I have had one man propose to me, and yes, propose in front of 100 other people in line. I had another man try talking to me, asking where I live and how is it on that side of the world. Not trying to make small talk because we're in line, but because he was genuinely interested, because he kept turning around and kept looking at me up and down. Not sure if he was waiting for me to be like, yeah, like here's my number or something. No. And right now, one of the golf people that drive through the airport almost like hit a wall and was like, God damn, again, boobs aren't showing, body's not showing. I am in lazy clothes, and yet I'm getting hit on or approached more often than not. I also had one of the airport people like talk to me. I like these. I need one of those. But yeah, so I don't know what it is, but there is a study that says that men like to approach women that look low maintenance or not as high maintenance. I feel like if I was in heels and a dress, I wouldn't be talked to as much. But anyways, let me show you what Miami Airport looks like right now. Okay, now I had someone behind me go, Dios mío, qué cosa linda, which basically in English means on Spanish, but in English that means, good God, what a pretty thing.
And And you know what? That actually proves men's point. Men prefer women who seem approachable, down to earth, not the full glam Instagram model energy. When women dress like they're on a red carpet, they look unapproachable. Men assume she's high maintenance. She's got 10 guys lined up already. She'll probably clown me if I try. But when she's in sweats, suddenly she looks like a normal human. That's when men feel it's safe to approach. Notice how it contradicts the whole men only want baddies narrative. Men want femininity, warmth, and humility more than the Instagram diva package.
Women, are men hitting on you as much as they used to, or are men like getting too shy? Too shy. 8 years ago, women were complaining that men were too forward, and now men are too shy. You know what that means, men? Remember what Charlie Munger said, that if it wasn't for the stupidity of other people, you wouldn't be able to get rich. Men, when all the other men get shy, if you do the opposite, women are going to be like, this is a dude I would never normally date, but he's the only f***ing guy who talked to me, so he got my number.
It's supply and demand. Men stopped supplying validation because the cost was too high. And now women are begging for scraps of attention. Irony is a beautiful thing.
What gym myth needs to die?
I think the myth that guys can't go up to girls in the gym should die. If you catch a stare, I think it's okay.
How long does the stare need to be?
At least you notice them like look at you.
So if you look at a guy like 2 or 3 times for a couple seconds with a smile.
Oh, especially if there's a smile, like go up to her.
What's like the best pickup line?
I just have them come up and be like, you're cute, can I get your number?
But not if they're wearing pajama pants.
Yeah, no.
No.
See how confusing that is? Men are expected to decode an entire secret rulebook just to say hello. If a woman likes you, it's flirting. If she doesn't, it's harassment. That's why men stopped playing the game. Why risk your reputation over a girl who might put you on TikTok for saying hi while she's doing squats? Here's the real truth. Women don't want random men to approach them. They want the right men to approach them. But here's the catch. They don't tell you which men are right until after you've approached. That's why guys check out. It's not worth the gamble. Men withdrawing isn't cowardice, it's strategy. Meanwhile, men are focusing on fitness, money, and self-development. They realize that investing in themselves pays higher dividends than cold approaching strangers in public. This is male legion, where reality hits harder than a TikTok breakup. Cheers.